If you've got just one process in your business that feels a little clunky or isn't running as smoothly as you want it to, then this episode is just what you need to change that. I'm sharing some real client experiences that highlight how improving just one system can have a huge impact in your business. I'm also going to talk about the different ways that we can work together, whether you're just getting started with building your business systems or if you're ready to streamline everything to support your growth. Welcome to the Mind Your Time podcast. I'm Shannon Baker, your coffee-loving host and business strategist. Each week, I will share practical insights and bold strategies for six-figure entrepreneurs looking to clean up their back office and create streamlined systems. The weekly episodes will help you take control of your time, scale your business, and create success on your own terms. So grab your cup of coffee or your favorite beverage, and let's dive into today's topic. We've all had that one process in our business that just doesn't seem to run as smoothly as it should, right? Maybe it's how you onboard your clients or manage your calendar or even how you're tracking your leads. And it's frustrating because you know that if you could just get this one thing fixed, everything else would feel a little bit more in your control. Well, today I am going to talk about exactly how you can fix that. We're going to talk about how improving just one process can transform the way your business operates and free up your time. Now, I've been hearing from a lot of you that you want to tackle your systems, but you're not quite sure where you should begin. And that's why I've been focusing on offering tools and resources inside of the Mighty Society membership that are going to meet you where you are in your journey. So whether you're a DIYer or someone who wants more guidance, there's a way to get your business running more efficiently and without the overwhelm. But before we get into that, I want to share a few real-life examples of how streamlining just one process has really changed the game for my clients, and it can do the same for you. Think about these questions. How is your business running right now? Do you feel like things are in place the way you want them? Or do you find you're putting out one fire after another? Or maybe you're thinking, well, I want to fix this, but I don't know where to start. Well, one, I want to reassure you that you are not alone. A lot of business owners feel this way, and it's okay to be in that space for a moment, but you can't stay there. You need to take the right steps to move forward, even if they're small steps like starting with one process. I've worked with a lot of women who are in different stages of their entrepreneurial journey, but the one thing that they all have in common is that at one point or another, they feel stuck or overwhelmed because of a lack of systems or because they have inefficient systems and they're disorganized. For example, one of my clients has been in business for over 30 years. We actually started working together when I first launched my virtual assistant business. But if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you know that for a while, I put the business on pause. But once I got back into things, we started working together again. And at that time, she was juggling way too many tasks and she was feeling completely overwhelmed by the chaos that was going on in her back office. Her business was hugely successful. She had hit that six-figure mark, but she was drowning. Her digital filing system was a total mess, and she didn't have the basic systems in place that she needed to support the growth that she was experiencing. She was on the verge of burnout. So when I first spoke to her, she described how she was spending hours just trying to find documents and keep track of details. Things were slipping through the cracks. She was missing opportunities. She couldn't find client information. The events that she was producing, they weren't as organized or, behind the scenes weren't running as smoothly as she wanted. There were issues with invoicing, so she wasn't getting paid. These are things that really should have been organized, but they weren't. And it was draining her, not just mentally, but physically. So the first thing that we did was clean up her digital workspace, which can be done in the VIP week, by the way, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. But we also created some standard operating procedures, some things that were rinse and repeat that she could use at her events. And I also introduced Monday.com not just as a project management tool, but a task management tool. Then once her Google Drive was organized and a few basic systems were in place, she was able to step back and focus on what mattered most to her, which was spending time with her family and focusing on making more strategic connections to grow her business. Now, she can take time off without worrying about her business falling apart when she steps away. I mean, imagine that. Having peace of mind knowing everything is still running smoothly even when you're out of the office. That's the power of getting your systems in place. Now, I want you to think about your own business. Do you have a process right now that's stressing you out? Something that if it ran smoother, if you gave it some attention, it would make a huge difference. What is that process? Because that's where you can start to make a real transformation. Another client that I've worked with was Jody Silverman, and I've had her on the podcast to talk about her experience before. Jody is the founder of Moms Who Dare, and she was passionate about growing her business, but she was stuck in the weeds, spending all of her time in her disorganized Google Drive instead of focusing on the big picture. And she wanted to hire a virtual assistant, but she didn't want to bring a VA into the chaos that was happening behind the scenes in her business. But she loved what she did, and she knew that without the systems in place that she needed, she wasn't going to be able to scale her business the way that she wanted to. And let me tell you, that is a common pain point for a lot of entrepreneurs, and maybe one of yours too. You know your business has potential, but the systems in your business or lack of doesn't support the growth that you're having right now and definitely won't support more growth in the future. So with Jody, we started by cleaning up her Google Drive. Then we focused on creating workflows and some SOPs for her business or standard operating procedures for her business. So that way she will be able to delegate more tasks and she could focus on growth. Once this was in place, things just opened up for her. She was able to launch her podcast and start making strategic connections through public speaking, and that helped her scale. So she went from feeling overwhelmed and ready to quit to feeling focused and empowered. And that's exactly what systems can do for you. They give you the freedom to focus on what's important and the clarity to know where your time should be spent. So if you want to hear more about Jody's experience and what we did in detail, you can go back and listen to that episode from Jody herself because I had her on the podcast as well. A link is in the show notes. So let me ask you again. Where is your time being spent right now? Are you working on the things that are going to help your business grow? Or are you stuck in the weeds dealing with things that are keeping you from moving forward in your business? Now, for any of you who have been listening for a while, then you've heard from Imani Guy. She's the CEO of Made New Marketing. She's a member of the Mighty Society, and what she found most valuable about the membership was how it helped her take control of her back office. This is what Imani had to say.
I'm Imani Guy, CEO of Made New Marketing, and I wanted to come on here and shout out Shannon Baker of TSB Management Solutions. I had the amazing opportunity to be a part of her MYT Society membership, and this program has really been instrumental in my growth as an entrepreneur. I always told Shannon when I first became an entrepreneur, I Googled how do you start a business? And it told me LLC, EIN, website, but it didn't speak about the importance of having an efficient back office, operations, and automating your system so that you don't have to focus on them as much. This membership allowed me to do just that. Not only did it give me the platforms, but the information, and also allowed me to talk to Shannon to see how can I build a foundation now for the success I see in the future. And that's one of the biggest things I learned. The success of your business starts with the foundation you lay it on. So I highly recommend this membership program to entrepreneurs, no matter the level you're on.
So the point is, systems matter. Having resources matter. You have to give your back office some attention. You know, another client that I had, I was able to help them save $700 a month by streamlining just one process. Yes, one process. And this was very important because after their virtual assistant quit, they were actually able to continue to operate without having to rehire right away because of the systems that we have put in place. This is what happens when you have strong systems in place. They support you, and it doesn't matter what challenges arise, you can continue to operate efficiently. So as you can see, one process can make a huge difference in your business. And that is exactly why I created the SOP efficiency check. I've worked with so many entrepreneurs who, after just a few years in business, found themselves feeling stuck. Not because they didn't know what to do next, but because their back office wasn't built to support them. I kept hearing the same frustrations, and I still hear this frustration. I have this one area of my business that just isn't working right, and it's throwing everything else off. Have you found yourself saying that or having similar thoughts or experiences? I realize that many of you don't need a full-scale business overhaul, at least not right now, because you don't have the space to fix it all at once. But instead, you need to fix that one process which is holding you back. And for most of you, it's how you onboard your clients, how you manage your calendar, or how you track and follow up on your leads, or a combination of all three or more. But you don't always need to change everything at once. Sometimes addressing just that one bottleneck can create a ripple effect that makes everything else feel a lot more manageable. That's exactly where the SOP efficiency check comes in. After you book that, we're going to start by you filling out a simple intake form to give me a sense of the current process that you want to streamline, where you're running into issues, and give me some samples. Once that's done, I'm going to look at the information that you submit, and I'm going to audit that one system on video, review how it's currently working, and give you feedback on how you can improve it. You're going to get clear, actionable steps so you can implement changes. And I'm going to give you specific suggestions for tools or tweaks so that you can make that process run smoother. The goal of this is really to give you a quick win so that you can get back some of your time and energy without feeling overwhelmed by the idea of having to change everything at once. Because here's the thing. Sometimes that's really all you need to feel like you're back on track. You will be amazed at how much smoother your business can run when just one key process is working efficiently. It frees up your time, it reduces stress, it gives you the confidence that you need to move forward with ease. That's what the SOP efficiency check is here to do, to help you regain control and get your business to work for you, not the other way around. Now, I can only take on a limited number of these efficiency checks each month. So if you're thinking, well, I need to get one of these key areas running better right now, then don't wait. Let's get that process streamlined so you can start feeling a sense of control again. A link to book your audit is in the show notes. Now, if you're someone who needs a little bit more than a quick check and you're feeling like your whole back office could use some organizing and you just want access to resources to take a stab at it on your own, then that's where the Mighty Society membership comes in. Inside, you're going to find resources like goal-setting worksheets, process templates, workflows, message templates, all the things you need to help you start getting your systems in place. After you join, you get instant access to a library of tools, but it's not just about the resources. This is also a high-touch mentorship experience where you get access to me, where I will guide you through getting those systems in place. You won't be left to figure it out on your own. I'm there to support you if you choose to upgrade to Voxer support, or we can chat right inside the membership. And if not, there will be live hot seat sessions. This membership is perfect for you if you're feeling like things are a little chaotic and you need a way to get organized without feeling overwhelmed. It's designed to help you create systems that work for your business so you can focus on growing without the stress of managing every single detail. Now, if you've been running your business for a while and you're ready to grow, but you don't want to waste any more time trying to figure out on your own how to get your systems in place, I've got an option for you. That's where a VIP day or week to clean up your digital files might be a better fit. In this intensive, we're going to spend a day together, not really a whole day, but a few hours, or a work week that is, mapping out and streamlining one system so your business runs smoothly to support your long-term goals. When you book your session, we're going to have a kickoff call to assess what your priorities are and map out the focus for that day or that week. You'll also receive a pre-session checklist to make sure that everything is ready so that we can make the most of our time together. Whether you're focusing on client onboarding, getting your Google Drive cleaned up or your digital filing system, or setting up a project management tool like Monday or something else, you're going to walk away with an organized system and clear documentation to help you keep things running smoothly. Now, I've already talked about clients who have benefited from having their Google Drive cleaned up. And I have also worked with a client who was spending way too much time putting out fires instead of focusing on her big picture goals. During her VIP day, we overhauled her client onboarding system, and by the end of that day, she had the confidence and clarity she needed to move forward in her business. That's the power of a VIP day. It's about getting results quickly so you can focus on what truly matters in your business. And then the last option, if you're just looking to get some clarity on your next steps, then the Power Planning Intensive might be exactly what you need. It's a 60-minute one-on-one session with me, and we're going to map out a clear plan for you to execute the next 90 days or more, but you will know exactly what to focus on to move your business forward when you get off that call. So whether you're ready to start with an SOP efficiency check just to, get some momentum, you can also organize your systems on your own with the Mighty Society membership, or we can do a deep dive and just get it off your checklist with a VIP day or clean up your digital filing system with a VIP week. There's a way for us to work together that fits exactly where you are in your journey. Now, I know some of you listening today might not feel you're ready to join the membership yet, and that is fine. The SOP efficiency check is the perfect next step if you're stuck because you don't know where to start. I'll give you that quick win and help you feel more in control of your back office. And remember, I only do a limited number of these each month, so don't wait if you're thinking this is the right next step for you. Whatever you decide, I'm excited to see how this new offer helps you create more freedom in your business, in your life. Let's get your systems running smoothly so you can focus on what truly matters. And that's building a business that aligns with your values and supports the legacy you're building. Thank you for tuning in this week. Remember, just listening to this episode will not get you better results, so I challenge you to break the mold and take action today. If you're unsure where to start, book a call with me to get your questions answered about the Mighty Society membership or anything else that I mentioned. A link to my calendar is in the show notes. Not ready to take that step yet? No problem. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at _Shannon Baker. You can ask me your questions there, or let me know that you enjoyed the episode by taking a screenshot, sharing it, and tagging me. Now, if you haven't already grabbed my free audio masterclass, why don't you just start there? It's a great first step to assess your back office on your own. And this masterclass provides valuable insights and practical steps to help you organize your processes, reduce chaos, and improve efficiency. Go to theshannonbaker.com/audio masterclass. Now, if you haven't left a review for the podcast yet, please do so. I would love to hear from you. And it's an easy way to show some love to the podcast and help me reach more small business owners who are ready to defy the status quo. I can't wait to hear from you. So until next time, keep calm and streamline.